If you are focused only on publicly listed companies, is your portfolio missing out on the big opportunity of India's burgeoning digital economy? Hi, I am Ashish Agarwal. I lead Edelweiss's Discovery series of private equity funds. I truly believe India is one of the most attractive markets globally for investing in unlisted companies. We have a unique combination of both a large domestic consumption market and an ecosystem of entrepreneurs creating exciting high-quality businesses. The Edelweiss Discovery Fund Series 1 gives you an access to an undiscovered pool of attractive companies on a high-growth trajectory. The fund will invest in companies that are in the mid-stage of their growth cycle. Our investments will have the following characteristics. We will invest in companies with revenues tracking between rupees 50 to 500 crores. These companies will have high-quality leadership teams. Importantly, we will focus on strong unit economics that are driven by a differentiated value proposition. Finally, it's important that we have reasonable entry valuations for our investments. Now let me share with you the thinking behind these criteria. By selecting companies above a revenue rate of 50 crores, we minimize failure risk associated with early stage startups. On the other hand, by putting an upper threshold of 500 crore revenue run rate, we also avoid late stage companies that are already well discovered and demand very high valuations. In addition to this, by focusing on mid stage investments, we will have multiple potential exit options, particularly the ability to exit via secondary transactions in subsequent funding rounds. Finally, we only want to focus on companies with a credible and imminent path to profitability. We want to avoid situations where a company structurally depends on the next round of funding for its survival. Now, let me share with you some details of the team managing this fund. I have 20 years of experience across investing and operating roles. For the last 15 years, I was working at Navis Capital Partners, an Asian private equity with $5 billion in AUM. At Navis, I focused on mid-stage private equity investments in India. All the investments I made were in companies that were tracking between 50 to 300 crores in revenues at the time of the investment. That's exactly the same space as the Discovery Fund. I was on the board of these companies and helped them grow organically and also in several cases via bolt-on acquisitions in different sectors and countries. I have an MBA from INSEAD, France, and a master's in computer science from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign in the US. My colleague Abhik Shah has recently joined us from Exponentia Capital, where he was also investing in mid-stage private equity. With this team, one of the aspects that you can be assured of is a thorough due diligence for each investment in the Discovery portfolio. The final closing may happen within 24 months from the initial closing. However, we expect it to be sooner than this deadline. The fund will complete its tenure 5 years from the final closing. From your perspective, you will be investing over a period of the next 18 months. Then, after approximately a 2.5-year holding period, you will start receiving back funds as we exit our positions over the subsequent next 2 years. To invest or to learn more about the Edelweiss Discovery Fund Series 1, you can reach out to your relationship manager. Thank you.